there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Kit Conspiracy. This is a series that MK and I have been doing for a couple years now, where we kit up the same or very similar products and we create with them for 1 week, and then we switch products and we do the same thing the next week using a different kit. And this week, if you've missed the kit share, we did air our kit shares on Saturday. And we will be doing most of our kit shares on Saturday. I think there is one Sunday that we do it. But anyway, this is a kit that we had kind of done out of our stash for our Alaska cruise that we did with our spouses. And I have this zigzaggy paper. This is from a Close to My Heart paper kit. I think it was called, I don't know, something Wander. I'm not really sure. Which I suppose it doesn't matter too much anymore anyway, since Close to My Heart's no longer in business. But I am trying to figure out what to do with these zigzags. I didn't think I would use them, but I kind of wanted to see if I could do it and just kind of like challenge myself, right? And then I was just trying to make the zigzags fit together, and I do realize that they go together so that there is a diagonal on the end that is not all the way to the edge of the paper. But I'm going to end up with them all on one side of my paper anyway. So it's kind of going to change, and it works out just fine. So, yeah, I don't know why I couldn't get that one to fit. All I needed to do was flip it over, but you know, when it's sitting, I don't know, 15 inches from your face, it looks a lot different than it does on a screen later. But I have these photos from the Salty Dog Grill on board one of the Princess cruise ships that we took to Alaska. And so I'm going to go ahead and use those photos. I am using some Nuvo shimmer spray in Peacock's Plume, I believe. And this has been in my stash for a long time. I'm not actually 100% sure if this is even still available or not. If it is, I will try to link it down below for you. And then I'm using one of the 49 and Market Wherever papers. It's from the Foundations, or Solids, I guess. It's their version of a solid, which I love because I'm not really a solid cardstock user to begin with. And then I am just trying to align these so that I can use this stencil on it. The stencil is from All in Create. It's been in my stash for a little bit, and I got it from MK's shop when she had these in stock. I don't believe she has these in stock any longer, but it is from All in Create, and I really love it. And so I'm going to go ahead and use it on both sides of my layout, but on top of the zigzags for the right hand side and on top of just the shimmer spray on the left hand side. And I like how that's looking. It's giving it kind of a mixed media look. You may have noticed, if you watch my channel all the time, there was no thumbnail for Messy Monday. And I did this layout before we decided to kind of take a break from Messy Monday while we are doing Kit Conspiracy. We are both traveling later this week and plan to work on our kits, and I am flying, so I was like, I don't want to try to have to pack a bunch of mixed media with me for Messy Monday. And what we had chosen for the month was a mix of textures, texture pastes, and sprays, which is what I just used. But we decided to kind of just take a break from it, and we're going to bring it back. I think we're going to actually take a break until maybe even January, just because we've got so much going on in December. December, we have Wood Grain in Winter coming up. We also have the Advent calendar. We always do a layout every day for the Advent calendar. There's just a lot going on. I think there might be a group doing 12 Days of Christmas. I'm not sure if I'm going to participate in that, but it becomes a lot, especially around the holidays. So we're just going to take a quick break, and we will be back with Messy Monday. We are still playing along here and there with Mixed Media Mayhem, just depending on what the items are, so that you can catch that on Fridays. And you know, that doesn't mean there's not going to be any mixed media in our layouts. It just means we're not committed to doing it on a Monday. You know, sprays are kind of a pain to pack. I didn't feel like that was going to be a very good travel item. And so, yeah. Anyway, So now I've got my zigzags all laid down. I have trimmed my paper to be a 12 by 12. That's one thing you have to watch out for on the 49 and Market solids. The branding strip only shows on one side of it. The other side, it just looks like the paper that the rest of the paper. So it's really easy to have a paper that is a ½ inch bigger than what you intended if you're not paying attention. I've done it multiple times myself. So that's usually the first thing I try to remember to do, is to remove the branding strip so I don't miscalculate where everything goes on the layout. It also helps me to not miscalculate and accidentally leave it on there, and then I have to trim something off if I have it kind of like right up against the edge of the paper, and then I end up, you know, having to kind of tear things apart to move it and all that. I've done it before, and it's a dangerous little thing that happens. Can really mess up your layout if you're not careful. So anyway, I have layered up one of these paper bags. This is actually from last year's advent calendar. And I kind of cut it a little too short up at the top, so I just went ahead and put another layer right behind it. And then I pulled out some washi tape to use for my clusters. This ends up being a kind of a busy layout. I do like it in the end, but it is definitely busy, so I kind of kept the embellishments a little bit simple with the washi and a couple layers of washi, and then that burlap twine, and then I'm going to just use some wood veneer out of MK's shop to create my little clusters here. One's going to have the little chef's hat with the floral on it, and then the other is going to be hot dogs and hamburgers in the corner. And that's pretty much going to do it. I'm not going to be adding a ton more to this. I will probably do a little bit of journaling just below those hamburgers. Oh, I said I'm not doing a bunch more, and then here I am pulling out some dusty attic chipboard. This is from one of the, MK had a kit, it was a kitchen kit, recipes and whatnot, way back, and this was from that. I believe she might still actually have some of the papers, but I don't think she has the rest of the items kitted up. But I'm using the ones that say good food, good mood. And I am just putting some Hero Hues Unicorn White ink right over the top. And the other one just says, enjoy your meal. And I thought those were perfect. I did have to wait for a moment here for them to kind of absorb all of the ink and not get it all over my hands. But I felt like that kind of just finished the whole thing off. That is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Go and check out what MK has for Kit Conspiracy. I will link up her channel down below just in case you don't know that channel or know her channel, which I'm sure you do. If you follow one of us, you usually follow both of us. And if you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again real soon with another video. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.